Peace to the God.
Peace, Allah.
Hey, yo, there go that brother Grand Poobah. Heard that brother got knowledge.
Yo, True and J, brother. Yo, let's have that brother come over and add on to the site.
The attribute hard to help to another God in need. He Allah God Islam as I proceed.
Majority and minority. Majority and minority in a democratic society. Democracy, where majority rules or majority vote rules, because literally that's got to be close to the dictionary definition. Majority of votes wins the vote, wins the decision. But then we live in a country where we've been the minority people since we've been here. One time early on, slaves equaled or outnumbered the amount of whites in the country. But anyway, majority minority. So we live in a society that is democratic. It relies on voting. But then we are in a country as the guaranteed no take-backs minority. Believing, though, in voting. So, I was thinking about immigrants. Immigrants come over, and they can't possibly get too fired up. Not really. Surface-wise, they can have representatives as part of Congress and local government because it looks good. But the consciousness of that immigrant society, they know that, numbers. Like America has a psychosis, and Americans have a psychosis. African Americans have a psychosis. That's why I don't call myself any one of those three. But to think that you can, as a minority, vote in a democratic society where majority rules, bang, bang, 1 + 2 does not equal 5. You either have to get some of the majority people to vote along your minority line or your minority interests, or you're going to have to assimilate your little minority vote into majority interests. But don't think that the majority is ever going to vote against itself. Would you? Does that make sense? So as a minority in a country that practices democracy, if you get past the psychosis, do you feel that threat? Do you see that threat? And hey, Obama crowd. For the record, I am not against Obama. I am not for Obama. I'm not against or for any politician, not passionately. Because Trump would have killed the Central Park 5 if he could have. But Obama did kill Gaddafi. So, neither one of them, listen, Obama was a better president for the United States of America. He ripped it. He was an excellent president for the United States of America. Was he an excellent president for Africans in America? If so, see, because here's the thing. America said over and over again, through many treaties and pacts and laws and addendums, and that they know what they did to Africans in America was wrong, and so they owed them. And so they set up all these wonderful things that were supposed to happen. Lands and monies, still in the books to this day, that just need to be pushed by a revolutionary politician so that we could get a leg up to be able to compete in this country that we are still very much a part of, and still very much on the absolute bottom rung. There is no rung lower. No matter how many immigrants they bring over here, there is no rung lower than yours. No rung lower. Nobody can get underneath you. Not a Central American, not a South American, not a Asian, nothing. You're the bottom in America. Not even this is crazy, but not even an African from Africa. In their eyes, I understand it's my brother, and most of them understand that I'm their brother. But in their eyes, an African coming over from a foreign African country has a higher status than you, African in America. So-called African American, so-called Afro-American, or American Negro, silly guy. So Obama was in a position to at least open up the conversation. Conversation was never opened up. Sit down politics with the scholars who could point these things out to him. One comes to mind, Claude Anderson. Claude Anderson is one of my favorites. Very intelligent brother. He's gonna live and die. Luckily, he made his own money being a very good businessman, because he's such a revolutionary. His fate is to die, would be to die penniless, because that's what all of our heroes, that's what happens to all of our heroes. But he's one of my personal heroes, Claude Anderson. But he has a foundation right now that's still seeking reparation. Legally though, not running up and down, picketing. There is a legal leg to stand on for reparation, all types of monies that the government owes us. And if the president, the sitting president of the United States of America, is an African American, and his family and descendants and ancestors and elders are do that, all of that consideration, reparation, monies, whatever. If he was a black, man, stop. He was a politician. He was a politician. Not even as down as a Jesse Jackson. You know, Jesse Jackson would have did more. And he's weak now. Your boy might have did more. Al Sharpton might have did more. These guys are more, are much more. But Obama was America's president. And he said it. He was America's president. He wasn't your president. He just looked like you. That's it. So anyway,